Good morning, friends. Let us start with the very important topic for today's lecture, that is GSLV launches. Okay, as we know that the communication satellites are launched with the help of GSLV launches and the remote sensing satellites are launched with PSLV launches. So we need to discuss about the GSLV and its classifications and its versions. So let us start with the lecture. So this is Vishali Sharma, your educator at Pathshala. So let us discuss and begin with the history of GSLV. GSLV uses major components that are already proven in the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV launchers and the liquid fueled Vikas engines. So see friends, GSLV and PSLV are the two important space launch vehicles, but before it we have SLV, that is space launch vehicle. Then we have ALV, that is augmented space launch vehicle. Okay, then after that it comes PSLV and GSLV. Fine. So the communication satellites are launched with GSLV and the remote sensing satellites are launched with the help of PSLV, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. And the first developmental flight of GSLV Mk1 configuration was launched on 18th April 2001, but that was not a successful launch. GSLV satellites are designed mainly to deliver the communication satellites to highly elliptical geosynchronous satellites to highly GTO orbit. An expendable launch system operated by the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO, and GSLV has been used in 13 launches to till date, since its first launches in 2001, the most recent on December 19, 2018, carrying GSAT-7A military communication satellite. So see friends, first we need to know what is the meaning of geosynchronous satellites. Generally, we have two kind of satellites, geostationary and geosynchronous. In geostationary satellites, we have at least three satellites required to cover the whole globe, and the geosynchronous satellite is your first satellite that was developed when it covers the whole globe of the earth. Okay, then an expendable launch system operated by Indian Space Research Organization, so this is a very big achievement by ISRO, and GSLV is used in 13 launches till date since its first launch is in 2001, and the recent launch we have discussed already on December 19, 2018, carrying GSAT-7A for military communication satellites, that is for Indian Air Force. Mainly the versions of satellites are MK mark, that is GSLV Mk1, GSLV Mk2 and GSLV Mk3. Various stages of GSLV launch vehicles. First stage is GS1, and the first stage uses 138-ton S139 solid rocket motor with four liquid engine strap-on motors, and this stage generates maximum thrust of 4700 kilonewton. Second stage is GS2, that is second stage uses liquid rocket engine. This is also known as Vikas engine, and it generates the thrust of 800 kilonewton. So see friends, what is the meaning of thrust? This is the capacity to move upwards, okay, with full power. Okay, that is the meaning of a thrust. Third stage is CUS. This is also known as cryogenic upper stage. And third stage uses a cryogenic engine which uses liquefied oxygen and hydrogen as fuel. And in the initial launches, GSLV used the Russian cryogenic engine in CUS stage. And these engines were made by Russian company Glavsko Gleb cosmoses. Okay, so this is very important key points that we need to remember. Now see friends, here the word is coming cryogenic engine. So what does the meaning of cryogenic engine? That whenever the satellite is launched at very low temperature or very cold temperature, then the technology used that is known as cryogenic engine. Okay, and whenever the satellite weight is too heavy, then also the cryogenic engine is launched and cryogenic technology is used. Next is GSLV Mk1. So the first developmental flight of GSLV Mk1 had a 129-ton S-125 first stage and was capable of launching around 1500 kilograms into geostationary transfer orbit. Okay, and the cryogenic stage third for the Mk1 version is powered by the Russian KVD-1M engine, which was originally developed for a cryogenic versions of proton launch vehicles. Okay, so you need to remember the first developmental flight Mk1 had 129-ton first stage. Okay, and it is capable of launching around 1500 kilograms into stationary transfer orbit. So this is also known as GTO. Okay, next is GSLV Mk2. So this is also a three-stage vehicle with four liquid strap-ons. First stage using solid rocket motor, second using liquid fuel, and cryogenic upper stage form the third stage of GSLV Mk2. So see friends, first stage is solid rocket motor, second is liquid fuel, and third is cryogenic upper stage. These are the three stages we had already discussed in GSLV Mk2. Okay, so see, capable to launch satellite of lift of mass up to 2500 kilograms to the GTO, and satellite of up to 5000 kg lift of mass to the LEO, low earth orbit. So see friends, what happen actually whenever the satellite orbit is near to the surface of earth, that is LEO, and when it is more than above the height from surface of earth, like more than from LEO, that it is MEO, that is medium earth orbit. Then it comes HEO, that is highly elliptical or high earth orbit. And fourth is GEO, that is your approximately 35,000 kilometers above the surface of earth. Okay, so this is the capability of GSLV Mk2 for LEO, that is low earth orbit. Next is GSLV Mk3. This is three-stage vehicle with that indigenous cryogenic upper stage engine C25, and it is designed to carry heavier communication satellites weighing up to 4000 kg into the geosynchronous transfer orbit. Okay, so you need to remember that where GSLV is used, like it is designed to carry heavier communication satellites weighing up to 4000 kg into the geosynchronous transfer orbit, and right now we are using the technologies GSLV Mk3. So you can see here the image, a pictorial image for GSLV Mk3, that heat shield acoustic tests are completed, C25 cryogenic engine waiting, okay, like tested, then liquid core stage 2 Vikas engine, okay, then we have S200 booster successfully tested. Okay, so you can see here the images along with the GSLV Mk3 pictorial images. Next is about the various examples for communication satellites GSLV launches. GSLV D5 launched on January 5, 2014 was the first successful flight of the GSLV using indigenous cryogenic engine C7.5. The engine CE7.5 can generate a maximum thrust of 75 kilonewton. And then we have Intelsat communication. INSAT was one of the largest domestic communication satellite system placed in geostationary orbit. Then we have Rukmani, was the first military communication launched by ISRO in 2013 for defense forces, especially for Indian Navy. Then we have GSLV F11 GSAT 7A mission, okay, that we had already discussed, used by Indian Air Force. Then we have GSLV Mk3 D1 successfully launches GSAT 19. Okay, and these all we had already discussed. So thank you so much, friends.